Hello, I'm AJ. I'm the creator of the ab ribbon and also the creator of the breathography breathing technique. Today, we're going to start from the beginning. This is your postpartum breathing ab ribbon fundamentals. We're going to take a simple breath, just a simple 8-second exhalation. We're going to improve our posture and we're going to improve our connection to our core right at the beginning. It might be 2 days after giving birth, it might be a week, it might be a couple months, it might be a couple of years, and that's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. This is why I want you to push yourself back against a wall and also wear your ab ribbon, because these are things that can serve as tactile feedback to help you organize your posture and connect your breath to your core, your breathing core. This is your breathing core, the most effective strategy for healing postpartum. I'm very excited to begin, so let's begin. All you need is a wall and a chair. We're gonna take a 2-second inhale and an 8-second exhalation through pursed lips, a little bit of pressure on that exhalation as we gently loosen our ab ribbon. So you wanna make sure the ab ribbon is at the base of your ribs and it's sized appropriately so you can feel the difference between tight and loose as you do your breathing exercises. Now, I do want you to be pushed back against a wall if you can, because most importantly, I want you to feel your ribs back against a wall behind you. If you don't have a wall, even a stiff chair will do, but I want you to feel the pressure between your ribs and whatever's behind you, because the ribs, they go through a lot over pregnancy. They're flared. Many times we're disconnected to our core because the ribs are not in an optimal position. So we're gonna focus a lot on our ribs in this exhalation in combination with the connection with the ab ribbon. So this is why I want you to be pushed back against a wall, seated on a chair, because I want you to feel those ribs gently press back against the wall. Now notice, I'm pressing my ribs back against the wall, but I'm not overly flattening my low back. I want you to find your neutral spine. So we're gonna release that low back just a little bit, but press the ribs back into the wall. What is that doing? That's dropping our ribs down here. And I'm making sure that I'm equally weighted between my two sit bones. Okay, so if I'm more on the left, if I'm more on the right, maybe there's an imbalance. So always starting here, starting grounded on your sit bones is incredibly important. So sit bones, ribs back, neutral spine. Now, if you can get your head back against the wall and your shoulders, wonderful, but I want you to prioritize ribs. So if you can just gently push your head back, if the head doesn't touch the wall, it's okay. I want you to start with the ribs back, and over time, getting the head back, or even putting a towel behind the head or something like that. But there should never be pain with any of these exercises. If there is, that means you're pushing too hard, because all of us have different structures. Sometimes it's a structural imbalance, and that's why we can't push the head all the way back. So I just want you to imagine that nice lift to optimize posture. Now, the hands will be in a nice anatomical position, gently pressing the fingernails back into the wall as we gently open the chest here. Now we're gonna take an inhale for 2 counts, and then on the 8-second exhalation, we're gonna loosen our ab ribbon as we maintain that rib connection to the wall behind us. Incredibly important, that rib connection, loosening of the ab ribbon on that 8-second exhalation. Now, there's one additional point that you wanna focus on, and that's a contraction of your pelvic floor. So let's practice that. Release the pelvic floor. The great thing about being seated is that you can feel the release of the pelvic floor in between your sit bones. And then on the contraction, it's like you're stopping a stream of pee. Oh, you have to go to the bathroom really bad. Ooh, I'm gonna hold it. And now I'm gonna release. I'm holding it, I'm pulling away from the chair. I feel a decrease in pressure between the pelvic floor, that area in between the bony sit bones under your butt. I'm pulling it away from the chair, I'm releasing. I'm pulling it away from the chair, I'm releasing. Now, we can get a lot more complex and go into a lot of other layers of specificity, of course, and this is where you want to go to HYPOXiX.fitness, HYPOXiX.fitness, or HYPOXiX.studio for the complete classes to learn the full research-supported breathography breathing technique, where we go through specific sounds on the breath stages, and we add in pauses of the breath choreography. This is our breathography. But for today, I only want you to focus on the simplicity of the 8-second exhalation and connecting to your ab ribbon and lifting of your pelvic floor. Okay, so let's take a couple practice rounds. We have a 2-second inhale and an 8-second exhale. Connect the ribs, equal sit bones, head back if you can, fingernails back. And inhale, inhale, exhale 8. Lift the pelvic floor, 6, 7, and 8 on the inhale, release the pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale 8. Loosen the ribbon, ribs back, inhale, everything releases. 2, now exhale. That pelvic floor is lifting, loosening the ribbon, keep blowing out, 7 and 8, and inhale. Release and exhale, lift. ribs back 5, 6, loosen the ribbon, draining the air. And it's the draining of that air that is increasing activity of key deep core muscles that help to not only loosen the ab ribbon, but also improve the stability of your pelvis, lessen low back pain. These are the things, really the muscles and also the joints that have gone through a lot over the course of the 9 months. As you have grown your baby, your ribs have been flared, the pelvis has moved to a big anterior tilt, and we're gonna increase strength and endurance of those deep muscles that are gonna bring your pelvis and your ribs back into alignment as you connect to your ab ribbon and your posture. And now that you understand the breathing pattern, we're gonna use this postpartum breathography and use it for our postpartum ab ribbon core and restoration series. So we have a few exercises that follow this video, and you're going to utilize this breathing technique in conjunction with some posture and some core exercises to optimize the positioning of your pelvis and your ribs postpartum.